Welcome. Today we're going to take a look at the mechanics rule for using abbreviations to indicate Latin expressions. So in the English language, about 40% of our words come from Latin. English is an interesting language because it's actually the combination of several different languages. We use Latin terms in a variety of different subjects. You'll find Latin terms in writing, math, science, and the law in particular. And some abbreviations that we use on a day-to-day basis stand for Latin expressions. So let's take a look at some examples here. We've got this abbreviation EG. This stands for the Latin term exempli gratia, which means for example. So anytime that you're using EG, that's what it stands for, that's what it means. For example. Another is IE, id est, which means that is. So anytime you're using IE as an abbreviation, you are saying id est, the Latin, which means that is. Another example here, et al, which means et ale or et ali, and that means in English, and other people. This I've seen when you've got multiple authors for a piece of writing, and you're listing all of those writers, or you're just listing the first person, and then saying et al, suggesting that there are other people who worked on that. Another example here, this one's very common, etc. This is an abbreviation that we use for the Latin term etc., which means and so on. All right? And then simply the abbreviation C, which stands for circa, the Latin circa, that means approximately. And another example here, we've got ib or ibid. That stands for the Latin ibidem, which means in this place. So if you have ever seen any of these abbreviations before and not known what they mean, now you know what they mean. Let's take a look at some other examples here. Just a single P, that means paper, which is referencing a page, or two P's together without a period in between. Notice that we've got a difference here, which is pluta, paper, which is plural, pages, and PP separated with the second period there. Per pro, which means on behalf of someone. Another example here, PS, that stands for postscriptum, which means after writing. Another example, sic, which is for the Latin sic, which means literally. And another example, you've seen this one a lot, I'm sure, V or VS, both meaning versus, which means in English against. And our last example, two V's separated by the periods there, that means vice versa in Latin, which in English means the other way around. So these are a few different abbreviations that stand for specific Latin terms and phrases that we use in our everyday writing. And if you didn't know what they meant before, now you do. And now you can use these clearly in your own writing. I hope these are helpful and good luck with your writing.